Hey everybody, Jonah with the Number One Comics Podcast, and I wanted to bring you a real quick review, my ideas, my thoughts on some of the number one comics that I read in the month of January 2026. We first had Dungeons of Doom, Benjamin Percy, Philip K. Johnson writing. This is a battle outside of Doom's castle. It drops different groups down into these dungeons below where untold horrors await. This was way better than the actual event book itself that we had recently discussed. And you'll see the episode on here shortly. We have Rogue number one. Now, shit from Rogue's past comes back to haunt her. Present, yada, yada, yada. That seems like the trope for every X-Men character that gets their own one-off solo title.
Yep.
I picked it up because it's Rogue. I will probably not be continuing with the series because I didn't really care for it.
Yeah.
Inglorious X-Force. This is the one that I was probably the most excited for in January. Now, how do you kill Jonah's heart-on for an X-Force book? You put Kamala Khan in there. I'm not sure if Tim Seeley was writing Marvel Girl as a parody or if the shit she was saying was to be taken seriously, but it was bananas. I'm going to stick with it for now, but since I was the most excited for this one was also the biggest letdown of the January 1sts. I'm not saying it's bad by any means, but I may have had unfair expectations going into this.
Fair enough.
Green Lantern Galactic Slam. This was a DC KO tie-in. It had its fun moments, but it really had nothing to do with the greater KO event, and I don't really like wrestling. I know that's weird coming from a comic nerd, but I don't care for wrestling. I think the people who like wrestling would probably have a greater appreciation for this.
Okay.
Iron Man. Leaps and bounds better than that shit series that came out before. Not a perfect first issue, but it is hopefully getting Iron Man on the right path of being an A-list superhero book. I will definitely be buying the next. DC KO, The Kids Are All Fight. This is another, as the name implies, another DC KO tie-in. I was surprised with how much I enjoyed this. A lot of these characters, and maybe it was because I wasn't expecting a whole lot from it, a lot of these characters I'm not super familiar with. I do like John Kent more and more as a character as I read him.
Yep.
So this one was actually pretty enjoyable for me.
Very cool.
Last one, Amazing Spider-Man Annual 2026 number one. One, just call it an annual for 2026. You don't have to put a number one on it. But because you did, I'm going to mention it here.
Yeah.
As much as I try to like annuals, or pretend to, and I've said this before, I'm not really a big annuals guy. This is an example as to why I don't care for them. Spider-Man is secondary or even tertiary in this book, and the focus is placed on a forgettable character with a terrible name and a lame costume, and I have a feeling we will probably never see Rapid again.
Plus it features Screwball, who is one of the dumbest fucking villains I've ever seen in Spider-Man.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one's easily skippable. Anyway, those are some real quick hits, number ones in January. We'll bring you in next month with some number ones that I've read here in February. Again, I've got high hopes for February because we've got some great books coming, including Cyclops is coming out. There's like 3 of them in 1 week that I'm really, really looking forward to. Cool. So more to come on that. Again, Jonah and Bill here from the Number One Comics Podcast. We'll see you guys next time.